Hello, beautiful people of the fragrance community. Mike here with iSMELL. Hope this video is finding you well. For those of y'all who are not already aware, iSMELL is in fact a channel dedicated to all things fragrance related, as well as connecting with like-minded individuals within this community. If that sounds like something that you think you would be interested in, at risk of sounding cheesy here, I am going to encourage you to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell. I know a lot of people do not like to hear this. However, the truth of the matter is that it does strengthen the YouTube algorithm. Not to mention, it ensures that you are able to stay tuned into future content that I upload. So, with that out of the way, the formalities are now out of the way, let's go ahead and jump into today's video. In today's video, we will be doing a full and in-depth review of a fragrance that I am more than excited to finally have in my possession. It's a fragrance that I've wanted now for 3 months. It comes from the house of Lolita Lempicka, and it is none other than Lolita Lempicka Green Lover. We have quite a bit of information to get through in this review, you guys. I'll see y'all on the other side of the intro. Okay, so Lolita Lempicka Green Lover is a relatively new fragrance. It came out in 2019. The nose behind this fragrance is going to be a lady named Maya Lernoux. I'll be upfront with y'all, I don't know too much about Maya. However, what I did notice was that she has way more women's fragrances as opposed to men's, which makes sense when considering that Green Lover, although it's a fragrance targeted for the male demographic, it does run rather unisex. I'll be honest, if you are the type of person that prefers more masculine scent profiles, then Green Lover, quite frankly, might not be the fragrance for you. It is also worth noting that Green Lover is a fragrance that I showcased in a video about a couple months ago. The title of this tag video was 4 Fragrances for 4 Seasons. If you are interested in checking out that video, I will leave a marker right here. It was about 2 months ago, like I said, that I first put my nose on this fragrance. I acquired a decant from an individual within the fragrance community. He goes by Chef Mo, and it was at that point that I realized that come fall, I would be purchasing a full bottle, and that's exactly what I did. Okay, so a common misconception regarding Green Lover is the name in and of itself. The name Green Lover has less to do with the characteristics of this fragrance's scent profile and more to do with this company's brand of philosophy. I did a bit of digging and I came to learn that Lolita Lempicka, in fact, is a registered vegan company which also supports the ethical treatment of animals. They also assure the consumer that any juice that they receive is going to be free of dyes as well as endocrine disruptors that might be harmful to the body. On top of that, the products they develop are coming from recycled parts, thus the final product that the consumer receives will be recyclable. I do not feel this to be a marketing scheme, and in the age of global warming, Lolita Lempicka is showing all the earmarks of a company that both cares about the consumer as well as cares about the environment. This is in fact the first fragrance that I ever bought from Lolita Lempicka, but that notion that they care about both the consumer and the environment are the type of things that create brand loyalty. Okay, so let's talk about the presentation for a bit. This is a fragrance that I purchased via eBay from a reputable vendor, and in this case, I do not have a box to present because it did not come with a box. I will, although, leave a graphic of the box on the screen so you can at least reference that. When you see the box and the name Green Lover, it is easy to misconstrue this for being a green fragrance, but again, it has less to do with the characteristics of its scent profile and more to do with being a green lover, a lover of your mother, aka Earth. As it relates to the bottle, the aesthetic and the feel of the bottle was very akin to Sean John 3am, which is not a knock because it's a fragrance that I rather enjoy, both the way it smells as well as the presentation. This will be a green stained glass. It will say Lolita Lempicka right here, as well as engraved on the bottom. There will also be a batch code present at the bottom of the fragrance. As it relates to the cap, it is a plastic cap, but at no point does it feel cheaply constructed, and it will say LL right there, Lolita Lempicka, which is a nice little touch. It does fit on the top, obviously, but it does not fit snug and it doesn't click into place. And it's for that reason I would not hold it from the cap. It comes in two different sizes, 50 milliliters and 100 milliliters. This is the 100 milliliters, and considering the amount of fragrances that I now have in my collection, it is safe to say that this fragrance is going to last me at least several seasons. The price point is where it gets kind of tricky, however. This is a fragrance that I had on my radar for at least 3 months, and 3 months ago, that price was around $40, but now that this fragrance is making its rounds within the community, I'm seeing that price realistically more around the $60 or $70 mark. I do still feel that at $70, it is a fair price for the presentation and the fragrance itself. I would not pay more than $100, but I even can see instances where people do pay $100 because some people compare this fragrance to Nishane. I can't vouch for that. However, Joy Amin said that it does, so I mean, he's a trusted fragrance reviewer within the community, so take that for what it's worth.
When I'll tell you two fragrances if you love, if you like Chanel Allure Edition Blanche, and if you do like this big fragrance, Nishane Ani, these two fragrances, if you combine, you get almost this fragrance and lot more.
Top notes on Green Lover are going to include mandarin orange as well as pepper. Middle notes are going to include mint, gin, and juniper berries. And then the base will be dominated by vanilla as well as a healthy dose of musk. I'm gonna give y'all a couple sprays and let y'all know what I smell. The atomizer, for the record, is above average. It is a very good atomizer. It distributes very far and very wide. Immediately in the air, it smells beautiful. You get no rubbing alcohol smell. It opens up with a very cool and crisp mint note that does not smell synthetic. Do not think toothpaste or Vicks Vapor Rub. The mint in Green Lover is a natural blend, more akin to the herbaceous mint leaves that you would find present at a farmer's market. Immediately after, you're going to be introduced with a delicately masculine yet sharp pepper note. This pepper note greatly contributes to the aromatic spiciness of Green Lover. Green Lover is in fact classified as an aromatic spicy fragrance. I would go on record to state that pepper is one of the lifeblood notes of this fragrance and will remain throughout the life of this fragrance. I would state that you can smell it from the opening all the way to where it settles down into the dry down, the late dry down even. Pepper is going to remain. You also get a beautifully fleeting gin note. It lasts for about 10 to 15 minutes and it creates a very transparent and effervescent vibe about itself. It'll be garnished with a bit of juniper berries just to give it a bit of sweetness. As Green Lover finally begins to settle, that's when the mandarin orange and the vanilla pear is going to start to shine. The citrus notes in Green Lover are bright as well as light-hearted. It's not sour, it's not synthetic. Again, it's a naturally smelling orange note and it pairs beautifully with the vanilla. The vanilla in this fragrance is in fact a Madagascar vanilla, and that's important to note because many consider Madagascar vanilla to be the gold standard as far as quality is concerned. The three lifeblood notes in this fragrance in Green Lover, in my opinion, is going to be the pepper note, the mandarin note, as well as the vanilla note. The vanilla is going to be one of the strongest notes in this fragrance, so if you enjoy vanilla fragrances, this one is going to be for you. It's not going to be a fragrance that I would wear at night. This is more of a daytime fragrance, a very lighthearted, fluffy, delicately masculine, and super well performing vanilla fragrance. It is near niche level, and for the price point, you're gonna be hard pressed to find another vanilla fragrance that smells this good. You're not gonna smell it at Sephora, you guys. You're not gonna smell it at Ulta. You're not gonna smell it at Dillard's, and you're not gonna smell it at Macy's. It's gonna be one of those fragrances that stand out in the transitional season. I think early spring, late fall. I'm not convinced that it's gonna cut through the coldest of weather, and it's far too sweet to be wearing in the hotter weather. All right, you guys, so that's Lolita Lempicka Green Lover in a nutshell. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you enjoy fragrance-related content, if you found value in this video specifically, I am gonna ask you one last time to subscribe to my channel. Also, be sure you check out my latest video, the Club Black review, as there is a giveaway currently ongoing. It is set to end once I hit 270 subscribers. We're almost there. Once I hit 270 subscribers, I'm going to pick one lucky subscriber and mail them out 6 Zaharoff decants. I really do appreciate all the love and support. As always, I do not take your time for granted. Until then, you guys, y'all take care. Stay safe. Bye.